actually we should perform the divine law. State law is subordinate, that is legal, otherwise illegal. But unfortunately, the whole state at the present moment, they are also illegal. Therefore, what about the citizens? They are also illegal. And because both of them illegal, these illegal, illegitimate acts are being done. There's so many slaughterhouses are maintained, and people are eating meat illegally and becoming subjected to the sinful life. That is warned here. So, read the purport.
With the progress of the age of Kali, four things particularly, namely the duration of life, mercy, the power of recollection, and moral or religious principles will gradually diminish.
This is the symptom of Kali Yuga. You have got all practical experience. I know when I first came in New York, one boy, Nelson, he told me that here, even in your front, somebody is being killed, nobody will take care. I was surprised. How is that? Is it fact? You say yes? Yes. That's it. That is predicted. That the moral or religious principle will gradually diminish. With the progress of this age, only four things particularly, namely duration of life. Duration of life, everyone knows. The actually standard of duration of life in this age is 100 years. But no, who is living 100 years? Gradually, decreasing. And it will decrease so much, as I have several times said, that when at the end of Kali Yuga, or in the middle of Kali Yuga, the duration of life will be 20 to 30 years. Now it is 60, 70 or 50 or it is going on, but gradually it will diminish. That is stated here. And the memory also reduce. Formerly people were so sharp in memory that once heard from the spiritual master, he will remember, he will not forget. There was no need of books. Book is required because our memory is now, the power of recollection is very poor. Just like one who cannot memorize, he has to take note down. Formerly, 5,000 years ago, there was no need of books. The students will go to the spiritual master, teacher, and therefore it is called Shruti. The Vedic language is called Shruti. Shruti means hearing. It is not reading. Simply, pious students will hear from the right source. Evang parampara praptam, evang rajasaya vidu. Simply by hearing, they will understand everything. They will never forget. But in the Kali Yuga, it is not possible. Therefore, Vyasdev, the whole Vedic understanding, knowledge is recorded in the books. Otherwise, before that, there was no need of books. The power of recollection will diminish. And mercy will reduce. Even in our front, somebody is killed, nobody will try to help him. What to speak of others when there is difficulty? Or there are so many, people should cooperate. There was a very good example of our Krishna conscious man in Melbourne. That was published. There was a fire in one building and they were stranded, they were crying. So our girls went there and saved them. Nobody came. Therefore, it is said, Jasyasti bhakti bhagavati akinchana Sarvai gunai tatra samasati sura. If one is God conscious, Krishna conscious, then other material good qualities will automatically develop. These girls in our Melbourne temple, they were not asked by me or the other president to go and save them, but out of their goodwill, they went and saved them. Some of the girls jumped from 3 stories and they captured in this, what is called, canopy. So it was published and very much appreciated by the public. So the idea is that one cannot be merciful unless he is a devotee. The so-called mercifulness showed by the philanthropists, humanitarians, that is all false. They are humanitarian, but they maintain slaughterhouse. What is this humanitarian? It does not appeal to you that animals are being killed. So the real fact is that without becoming a devotee of Krishna or God, nobody can be qualified with good attributes. It is not possible. Therefore Shastra says that make people devotee, then automatically all the good qualities will come in. Next.
Since Dharma, or the principles of religion, would be lost in the proportion of 3 out of 4, the symbolic bull was standing on one leg only. When 3/4 of the population of the whole world become irreligious, the situation is converted into hell for the animals. In the age of Kali, godless civilizations will create so many so-called religious societies in which the personality of Godhead will be directly or indirectly defied. And thus, faithful societies of man will make the world uninhabitable for the saner section of people. There are gradations of human beings in terms of the proportionate faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The first-class faithful men are the Vaishnavas and the Brahmanas, then the Kshatriyas, then the Vaishyas, then the Shudras, then the Malechas, the Javanas, and at last the Chandalas. The degradation of human instinct begins from the Malechas, and the Chandala state of life is the last word in human degradation. All the above terms mentioned in the Vedic literatures are never meant for any particular community or bird. They are different qualifications of human beings in general. There is no question of birthright or community. One can acquire the respective qualifications by one's own efforts, and thus the son of a Vaishnava can become a Malecha, or the son of a Chandala can become more than a Brahmana, all in terms of their association and intimate relation with the Supreme Lord.
Yes. So, if we qualify ourselves as Vaishnava and devotee, then all other good qualities will automatically manifest in the body. That is the purpose of the Krishna consciousness movement, that you accept this movement. For example, there are many examples. This is also one practical example. In your state, the government has spent millions and millions of dollars to stop the intoxication habit, but it was failure. But as soon as the same person comes to Krishna consciousness camp, he immediately gives up. This is practical. And there cannot be any comparison of the qualities of our students with any religious institution or any school, college. You cannot have, because they are devotee. As soon as you become devotee, all good qualities. Therefore, if the government takes this movement seriously, they make everyone a devotee, then everything will be solved. There will be no need of criminal court or jail, or everything will be finished. What is called liquor house and slaughter house and manufacturing cigarette and advertising them to sides of the road. Although it is written there, it is dangerous, but still it is highly advertised and people smoke. These contradiction things are going on account of godlessness. Thank you very much.